Hi everyone, good morning all of you. This is Chanti from InfoBuddy and welcome to the current affairs session of 7th and 8th August 2020. Guys, this session contains 10 important questions. For each question, I will give you 5 seconds to answer. So write down your answers in the comment box. The topics that are going to cover in this session are Controller and Auditor General of India, Parveer Pehchan Patra, Ammonium Nitrate, Police Manual recently, Brew Community, RT-PCR COVID-19 testing laboratory, Economic Reservation and Hamara Ghar Hamara Vidyalaya, Pokali Rice, finally World Lung Cancer Day. So don't miss this session, watch the entire video. Coming to the first question of the day, who has been appointed as the new Comptroller and Auditor General of India? Right, Girish Chandra Murmu appointed as new Comptroller and Auditor General of India. Jammu Kashmir Lieutenant Governor Girish Chandra Murmu, who is the 14th Comptroller and Auditor General of India. He will replace Rajiv Maharshi, a 1978 batch IAS officer of Rajasthan cadre. Murmu, a 1985 batch IAS officer of the Gujarat cadre. He was the first Lieutenant Governor of Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. He was Principal Secretary to Narendra Modi when he was Chief Minister of Gujarat. So option C is the correct answer, Girish Chandra Murmu. Next question. The World Lung Cancer Day observed annually on World Lung Cancer Day is observed annually on August 1st to raise awareness about the causes and treatment of lung cancer and its global impact, creating an educational movement to understand the risks of lung cancer and early treatment around the world. The day highlights the problems that can arise due to lack of adequate research funding. August 1st, World Lung Cancer Day. The World Lung Cancer Day campaign was initiated in 2012 by the Forum of International Respiratory Societies (FIRS) in collaboration with the members of the international lung health community such as International Association for the Study of Lung Cancer IASLC and also including the American College of Chest Physicians in the US. So World Lung Cancer Day observed annually on August 1st. World Cancer Day observed annually on February 4th. So don't confuse World Lung Cancer Day on August 1st and World Cancer Day on February 4th. Next question. Parveer Pehchan Patra Yojana is an initiative of which state? Haryana Chief Minister Manohar has distributed Parveer Pehchan Patra to the eligible families and announced that welfare schemes of all departments would be linked with this PPP, that means Parveer Pehchan Patra, within the next 3 months. So what is Parveer Pehchan Patra? It is a 8-digit unique identity card number meant for each family to enable smooth and automatic delivery of several citizen-centric services. The government will establish the scheme-wise eligibility of a particular family using this 8-digit code according to the information available in the PPP of the family. So it is a 8-digit code. It is a 8-digit unique identity code. Parveer Pehchan Patra is a 8-digit unique identity code number. The benefits according to the schemes shall automatically be transferred to the family using the same code. Parveer Pehchan Patra will ensure that not a single beneficiary is left out from the government benefits that they are entitled. How is this PPP is different from Aadhaar card? The PPP mathematically is an integral number of Aadhaar. While Aadhaar represents an individual as a unit, a PPP represents a family as a unit. So it is an initiative of Haryana government. Chief Minister of Haryana is Manohar Lal Khattar and Governor of Haryana is Satyadeva Narayan Arya. The capital of Haryana is Chandigarh. Recently, Chief Minister Mr. Manohar Lal Khattar and Deputy Chief Minister Mr. Dushyant Chautalia Haryana jointly launched Mukhyamantri Parivar Samriddhi Yojana scheme providing financial assistance of 6,000 to the families below poverty line. Next question. Consider the following statements about ammonium nitrate. Statement 1. Ammonium nitrate NH4NO3 is a nitrogen-rich white crystalline chemical which is insoluble in water. Statement 2. Pure ammonium nitrate is not an explosive on its own. Which of the above statements are correct? Recently, a massive explosion took place in Lebanon's capital Beirut, which left more than 100 people dead and more than 4,000 are injured, according to the reports until now. The blasts were likely triggered by over 2,700 tons of ammonium nitrate. So, coming to the question, ammonium nitrate chemical formula is NH4NO3 is a nitrogen-rich white crystalline chemical which is soluble in water. So, it is not insoluble in water, it is soluble in water. So statement 1 is wrong. Statement 2. Pure ammonium nitrate is not an explosive on its own. Pure ammonium nitrate is not an explosive on its own. For ammonium nitrate to be explosive, a primary explosive or detonator like RDX or TNT is required. So statement 2 is correct. So option B, 2 only is the correct answer. Coming to this ammonium nitrate, the chemical formula is NH4NO3. It is a nitrogen-rich white crystalline chemical which is soluble in water. The uses of ammonium nitrate are: it is a common chemical ingredient of agricultural fertilizers. It is used as an ingredient for the production of anesthetic gases and coal packs. It is also the main ingredient in the manufacture of commercial explosives used in mining and constructions. It is a main component of explosive composition known as ANFO, ammonium nitrate fuel oil. Pure ammonium nitrate is not an explosive on its own. Ammonium nitrate to be explosive, a primary explosive or detonator like RDX or TNT is required. Next question. Which of the following state has come up with a latest manual for the police in recent times? Gujarat has become the second state to come up with a latest manual for police. So option B is correct answer. The first state that come up with latest manual of police is Andhra Pradesh. Andhra Pradesh is the first state. Now Gujarat is the second state that has to come up with a latest manual for police in recent times. The new manual has been drafted for the Gujarat police force after a gap of 45 years. Some of the new points included in it are tools to detect cyber crimes, forensic science, social media monitoring tools, multi-level marketing frauds, fake currency, human trafficking, and organized crimes. The new manual will be uploaded on the Pocket Cop. It is a mobile application in the form of an e-book to maximize its reach among the police fraternity. So Gujarat is the second state that has to come up with a latest manual for the police in recent times. Andhra Pradesh is the first. Next question. Consider the following statements about Bru community. Statement 1. It is also known as Ryangs. Statement 2. In Tripura, they are recognized as a particular vulnerable tribal group. Bru or Rhyang is a community indigenous to northeast India, living mostly in Tripura, Mizoram, and Assam. So, statement 1, it is also known as Ryangs. Correct. In Tripura, they are recognized as particularly vulnerable tribal group, PVTG. Particularly vulnerable tribal group. So, statement 2 is also right. So option C, both 1 and 2 are correct. In Mizoram, they have been targeted by groups that do not consider them indigenous to the state. Ethnic clashes. In 1997, nearly 37,000 Brus fled Mamit, Kolasib and Langley district of Mizoram and were accommodated in relief camps in Tripura. Since then, 5,000 have returned to Mizoram in 8 phases of repatriation, while 32,000 still live in 6 relief camps in North Tripura. In June 2018, community leaders from the Bru camps signed an agreement with the centre and the 2 state governments providing for repatriation in Mizoram. But most camp residents rejected the terms of this agreement. According to them, the agreement doesn't guarantee their safety in Mizoram. The centre and the governments of Mizoram and Tripura and leaders of Bru organization signed a quadripartite agreement in January 2020 to let the remaining 35,000 refugees who have stayed back to the resettled in Tripura. The rehabilitation package included financial assistance of 4 lakh and land for constructing a house for each family. Next question. Which state government has launched a first ever ICMR approved mobile RT-PCR COVID-19 testing laboratory? Karnataka government has launched a first of its kind mobile COVID-19 laboratory on 5th August 2020. It is a ICMR approved India's first mobile COVID-19 testing lab developed by IISc. This is launched in Bangalore. So option B, Karnataka, is the correct answer. The unique lab has been developed by the Indian Institute of Sciences. The mobile lab is the first Indian Council of Medical Research approved mobile RT-PCR COVID-19 testing laboratory in India. The Mobile Infection Testing and Reporting (MITR) lab is capable of performing 9,000 RT-PCR tests per month with 100% accurate results within 4 hours. Reverse transcription polymerase chain reaction. The MITR lab has been handed over to Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences in Bangalore. Next question. Consider the following statements: special provisions for the advancement of any socially and educationally backward classes of citizens. Statement 2. Special provisions for the advancement of any economically weaker sections of citizens. Which of the above statements are correct? Article 15 provides prohibition of discrimination. Article 15 provides prohibition of discrimination on grounds of religion, race, caste, sex or place of birth. Clause 15 of 4, Clause 15 of 4 states that nothing in this article shall prevent the state from making any special provisions for the advancement of any socially and educationally backward classes of citizens or for scheduled castes and the scheduled tribes. And Article 15 of 6 of A states that nothing in this article shall prevent the state from making any special provision for advancement of any economically weaker sections of citizens. So option 1 and 2 are correct. Both 1 and 2 are correct. Recently, the Supreme Court of India referred the petitions challenging the 103 Constitutional Amendment Act 2019 to a 5-judge constitutional bench, saying it involves substantial questions of law. According to the Article 145 of 3 of Constitution, at least 5 judges need to hear cases that involve a substantial question of law as to the interpretation of the Constitution or any reference under Article 143, which deals with the power of the President of India to consult the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court bench, consisting of at least 5 judges, is called the Constitutional Bench. 103rd Constitutional Amendment Act. It introduced an economic reservation, 10% reservation in jobs and admissions in education institutes for economically weaker sections, EWS, by amending Article 15 and 16. It was enacted to promote the welfare of the poor not covered by a 50% reservation policy for SCs and STs and socially and economically backward castes. It enables both center and the states to provide reservation to the EWS of the society. What are the petitioners' argument? The amendments run contrary to the constitutional scheme, where no segment of available seats or posts can be reversed only on the basis of economic criterion. Next question. Hamara Ghar Hamara Vidyalaya, a home-based learning program launched by which of the following states? Hamara Ghar Hamara Vidyalaya is a home-based learning program launched by Department of School Education, Madhya Pradesh. It aimed to reach 22 lakh students after shutting down of the schools due to COVID-19 pandemic. The idea behind the program is to ensure that the students study regularly at home and also learn life skills from their elders. It has 3 parts to it, with recap, delivery of a new concept, and practice of the concept. Various concepts in the form of videos, practice sheets, and quizzes are delivered in sync with TV programs through WhatsApp-led Digital Learning Enhancement Program, DigiLEP. The program was able to reach only 30%. Why it is in use? Only 30% of students in the government schools of Madhya Pradesh have been regularly reached through the Hamara Ghar Hamara Vidyalaya program. 20% of the students were reached through TV and 10% through WhatsApp. This Hamara Ghar Hamara Vidyalaya scheme started from 6th July. The current Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, Shivraj Singh Chauhan. So option A is the correct answer. Next question. Consider the following statements about Pokali rice. Statement 1. The Pokali variety of rice is known for its salt water resistance. Statement 2. The rice is yet to give GI tag. Which of the above statements are correct? Pokali variety of rice. It is known for its salt water resistance. So statement 1 is correct. It flourishes in the paddy fields of coastal Alappuzha, Ernakulam and Thrissur districts. The uniqueness of the rice has brought it to the GI tag. So the rice is yet to give GI tag is not correct. Pokali rice has been registered with the Geographical Indication Registry of Government of India in 2008. So option A, one only is the correct answer. Why it is in use? Farmers in West Bengal are experimenting with the Pokali variety of rice to tide over a crisis-like situation created by severe seawater incursion into paddy fields in the Sundarbans. Vitila 11 varieties of Pokali seedlings were brought from Kerala. Vitila 11. It is the latest variety of Pokali developed by Kerala Agricultural University. It yields about 5 tons per hectare. The crop duration is about 110 days. About 80% of the rice paddies in the Sundarbans faced the problem of saltwater incursion, and if the Pokali experiment succeeded, it would be a good step to turn around the fortunes of the farmers. So once again, a quick revision of all these questions. Who has been appointed as the new Controller and Auditor General of India? Girish Chandra Murmu. He is ex-Lieutenant Governor of Jammu and Kashmir. The World Lung Cancer Day observed annually on August 1st. Parivar Pehchan Patra Yojana is an initiative of which state? Haryana. Consider the following statements about ammonium nitrate. Statement 1. Ammonium nitrate. Chemical formula NH4NO3 is a nitrogen-rich white crystalline chemical which is insoluble in water. Pure ammonium nitrate is not an explosive of its own. Statement 1 is wrong and statement 2 is correct. So option B is the correct answer. Ammonium nitrate is soluble in water. Why it is in use? Recently a massive explosion takes place in the capital city of Lebanon, that is Beirut. Which of the following state has come up with a latest manual for the police in recent times? Gujarat. Gujarat is the second state that come up with a latest manual for the police in recent times. Andhra Pradesh is the first state. Next question. Consider the following statements about Bru community. Bru community is also known as Ryans. In Tripura, they are considered as PVTG, particularly vulnerable tribal groups. So option C, both 1 and 2 are correct. Which state government has launched a first ever ICMR approved mobile RT-PCR COVID-19 testing laboratory? Karnataka government launched it in Bangalore. Consider the following statements. Statement 1. Special provisions for the advancement of any socially and educationally backward classes of citizens. Statement 2. Special provisions for the advancement of any economically weaker sections of citizens. Statement 1 and statement 2 are correct. So Article 15 provides for prohibition of discrimination on grounds of religion, race, caste, sex and place of birth. Article 15 of 4 stated this. Statement 1 and Article 15 of 6 of A stated Statement 2. Next question. Hamara Ghar Hamara Vidyalaya, a home-based learning program launched by which of the following states? Madhya Pradesh. It started on July 6, 2020. Recently, why it is in use? It will reach only 30% of the students. 20% via TV and 10% via WhatsApp only. Next question. Consider the following statement about Pokali rice. The Pokali variety of rice is known for its saltwater resistance. The rice is said to give GI tag. Pokali is a variety of rice known as for its saltwater resistance is correct, and the GI tag for this Pokali rice in 2008. Recently, two farmers in South 24 Pagans district in West Bengal have brought about 30 cents of land under Pokali sowing on an experimental basis. These farmers have brought this rice variety through the Breakthrough Science Society, which has science clubs in the Sundarbans. Vitila 11 is the fastest variety to come out of Kerala Agricultural University field. The crop duration is about 110 days. So option A is the correct answer. Today's question. Who appointed as new Lieutenant Governor of Jammu and Kashmir? So write down the answer in the comment box. The answer for this yesterday's question. Who won the British Grand Prix 2020 is Lewis Hamilton. Option A is the correct answer. Guys, I hope all of you enjoyed this session. If you like this session, please do like, and if you found it's useful, then share it to others. And if you are new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Click the bell icon to receive all notification from InfoByte. That's it from this session. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, please like, comment and share, and don't forget to subscribe.